Hello, I'm Paul Andrews from G4 Guitar School, Ashford, and in this video we're looking at the full recorded version of Isle of Rock and Roll by Joan Jett. Now, this song was originally released by Joan Jett in 1982 and went on to sell over 2 million copies and became certified platinum. It spent 7 weeks in the American top charts at #1 and is a real classic rock tune. Now, in this video, we are looking at the full recorded version. I have done a simplified, kind of more beginner version, and you'll find the links to that in the description below. Now, in this song, we are using primarily open power chords. We have an E5, we have A5, and we have a B5. We're also going to move up the neck a little bit to do an E5 at fret 7, and it does have little riffs. I have also included the guitar solo as well for those who want a bit more of a challenge. So if you are more of an intermediate student, so junior level kind of 3 and 4, so G4 that is, or G4 senior student, kind of level 2 and 3, this video is going to be great for you. If you're below that, again, check out the beginner version in the description below. There's a link there. Apart from that, let's zoom in and take a closer look at the chords. Okay, so let's look at the chords in I Love Rock and Roll, and it starts with an E5. So that's open E string, and 2nd fret on the A, 2nd fret on the D, and you're strumming those 3 strings. So there's our E5. Now you could also kind of bar with the first finger and hold down the A and the D, like that. Just gotta make sure you don't hold down the G, because you don't want to hear that. You're gonna end up with an E sus4, so you could potentially hold down the A and the D 2nd fret with 1 finger. And there's our E5, so either it's 2 separate fingers or 1 finger. Next chord is an A5, where we do open A, 2nd fret on D and 2nd fret on G. Just those 3. And again, you could use 1 finger to hold down the D and the G at fret 2. Just muting though the B underneath. Final chord, a B5, so 1st finger, 2nd fret of the A string. Now you could do this as a 2-note kind of power chord. So 3rd finger or 4th finger on the D string fret 4, or 3-note power chord. So 3rd finger on the D and then pinky on the G4 underneath it. So then we're doing 3 strings. So we can do it that way using our 3-note power chord, or just our 2 notes with either pinky or 3rd finger on the D4. Entirely up to you. And there we go, they're the 3 chords. Let's go through them one more time. We have the E5. Either using our 2 separate fingers or barring the 1. With the A5. Again, 2 fingers or 1. And the B5, either 2 fingers or 3. Again, entirely up to you, whichever you feel most comfortable to do. And there we go, they're the 3 chords. Okay, so let's look at the intro. Now it starts with the E5. Again, you could use 2 fingers or 1 finger. I'll probably end up using the 1. And we start with 8th note strum pattern. So we're going to go 1 and then we're going to stop. There's a rest on beat 2. So it's 1 and 2. Then for 3rd beat, we're doing the 8th notes again. So 1 and 2, 3 and. Then it rests again, but then does a bend on the 3rd fret of the E string. It's a quarter tone or microtonal bend. So just picking the 3rd fret on the E and just pulling it slightly sharp. So it's 1 and 2, 3 and it's pretty quick. It comes in on the E of 4. So it's 1 and 2, 3 and 4, E and. And I'm saying E and because we're playing on the E and then bending for the and. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, E and. And it's so quick, don't worry too much about counting, as long as that little gap in there and the bend, you'll have it. So 1 and 2, 3 and. Then gets A, then B, and then does that bend on the end again. And then we finish that line going back to our E bar again. E, bend. So that whole line, we have E, stop, E, stop, bend, A, stop, B, stop, bend, E, stop, E, stop, bend. And there you go, that's that first line. Second line, we start with a bar of 3, 4. So we're going to play the A chord twice, 1 and stop on beat 2. Then go B, A. So on the 3rd beat, we got 2 chords. We got the B and then the A5. Now that's why it's quite easy actually, or a lot easier in the transition to use 1st finger to bar the A5 chord. So we've got the B5, then you just drop your 1st finger down to play the A5. Obviously then doing that, a bit more movement there. You could do, obviously using two fingers, it's entirely up to you. So that bar again, we got A, stop, B, A. And next bar we do E, stop, 3, 4. So those first two bars of the second line, we have 1 and 2, 3 and 1 and 2, 3, 4. We're then going to move up the neck and do 7th fret on the A string, 9th fret on the D string, 9th fret on the G string. And we put the open E on top of that just to make it sound even more fuller and awesome. 2 strums. So that's your first beat, 1 and. We then rest on 2. Then we have this little riff. So we're going to bend up on the fret 15 on the B string and then drop it down again. So we go up and down. 1 E, so it's 1 E, 1 E, and then you go back to fret 12 on the B. 1 E and, 1 E and. Then you go on to G string, 4 E. So 14th fret on the G, 12th fret on the G, 4 E. And he slides off. So 1 E and 2. So I'm counting like it's the first beat of the bar. It comes on beat 3 of the bar, so it'd be 3 E and 4 E. 3 E and 4 E. So 15 up, down, 12 on the B, 14 on G, 12 on G. That bar put together, 1 and 2. 3 and 4 E, 1 and 2. 3 E and 4 E. Hold that second line. 1 and 2. 3 and 1 and 2. 3, 4. 1 and 2. 3 and 4 E. And there we go. So let's put the whole of the intro together. Here we go. 1 and 2. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 3 and 4 E, 1 and 2. 3 and 4 E, 1 and 2. 3 and 1 and 2. 3, 4. 1 and 2. 3 and 4 E. And there we go. There is the intro. Okay, so now we're going to look at the verse/solo. So it starts with E5 in bar 1. Stop. 3, 4. So rest of the 3 counts there of that bar. So 1 and 2, 3, 4. We then go all the way up and do our E5 up at fret 7. And then do the bend. So that's the first 2 bars. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 E. Then we go back to E. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Then do B. 1 and 2. And up for the riff. So that whole of the first line goes 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 E. 1 and 2, 3, 4 B. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 E. And there we go, that's our first line. Second line, we've got the A chord, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So we've got A, stop, B, stop, E, stop, then A, 2, 3, and it rings out. So we've got A, 1 and 2, B, 3 and 4, E, 1 and 2, then A, 3, 4. That then ties into a bar of 2, 4, so you're holding it for another 2 counts. Then it ties again into another bar of 4, 4. So you ring out the A on beat 3. So you're going 3, 4, bar 2, 4, 1, 2, bar 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on to the next line. So just to put all that second line together, we have the A, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, third line, we start with nothing. 2 bars of rest. So we go, it's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. And then we go to the B5. We're going to strum that 8th notes for a whole bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's the third line. Just nothing for the first 2 bars, and then for the third bar 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's put the whole of the verses so together out and show how it sounds. So we've got the E5, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 E, 1 and 2, 3, 4, B5, 2, 3 and 4 E, second line, 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1, 2, back to 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then rest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, back to B5, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and there we go, there's the verse slash solo. Okay, chorus, and the chorus starts with the E5, stop, E, E, stop, bend. So you can see it's exactly the same as the intro to start with. You've got E, E, stop, E, E, stop, bend, A, stop, B, B, no bend. So that's where it changed that second bar. Third bar's the same, E, E, stop, bend, then A, B, A, E, stop, 3, 4. Then all the way up here to our fret 7. Then the little riff. So hold that chorus, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2, 3 and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 E. There we go, there's the whole of the chorus, exact same as intro, just watch out for that second bar. Okay, so guitar solo, and it starts with the open E string. Then you do second fret on the A, pull it, and then pull it a little bit further and return. By pull it, I mean we're bending it. Doing second fret a half step, then a full step, then back. So it's 1, 2, 3, and a 4. And it ends on the fourth beat of the open E. So again, we're going to pick the open A string for the first two beats. 1, 2. On beat 3, you're going to go 3. Bend it slightly sharp, then and you're going to bend a little bit further. And so it's 3 and 3 and 3 and 4. We just play open E. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Next bar, we're going to go all the way up here. So 7th fret. So 7th fret on the A, 6th fret on the D, 7th fret on the G. You strum those 3 together. Kind of like a little E7 chord. So all 3 of those together. And then you slide up to 11th fret on the D string, 9 on the G, 11 on the G. Those last two notes, 9, 11, are play a little bit short. They've got a little staccato dot above them. So that's how we know we're going to do that. But we just cut it a little bit shorter. So it's like that. So that second bar, we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. So that first line, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Next bar, we're going to bend up 11th fret on the G, and then play 12th fret on the high E. So we're going 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Then we bend up 11 again, and do 12 on the B. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and they are quite slow bends, not quite 1 and. It's 1 and. So you're bending nice and gradually up to it. 1 and 2. Oh, let's do it right. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Now this next part, we're going to bend up the 11 again, up, down. So 4E, 4E. But he also catches a 12th fret on the E as he, on the B, sorry, as he does it. So it's 4E, so he gets a little double stop. Then you do 9 on G, 11 on the D. So it's that 4E and 4E and so you have 1, 2 and 3 and 4E and 4E and 1. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4E and. This next bar, he's holding 12th fret on the B as he hammers 9th fret on the G to 11 on the G. That's just a 1E, 1E. Ties into beat 2, 1E, 2, and then you play 9th fret on the D, palm muted, Just resting your palm on the bridge of the guitar to get a muted sound. For the 2 and-er, so you're doing the 2 9s on the and-er. So that bar so far, you have the 1 and 2 and-er. Then 3 and. So 9 to 11 on the 3, 3 E, then the and, 9 on the G. So far, 1 and 2 and 3 E and. Then 4th beat, last beat. For the 4, you're doing 12 on the B, then 9 on the G twice. So that's that bar. 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and. So again, 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 and. So that whole line, we have 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. One more time, it's a bit tricky this one. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. So together so far, both those lines we have 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. Next line, so line 3 now, we're going to start 9 fret on the G, and we're just going to basically slide down. We go 9 to 8, 2 picks to the 8, pick the 8, slide to 6, 2 picks to 6, pick the 6, slide to 4, 2 picks of 4, pick the 4, slide to 2, 2 picks of 2. So going 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. So 9 to 8, 8, 8, 8 to 6, 6, 6, 6 to 4, 4, 4, 4 to 2, 2, 2, all on the G string. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. There's last bar, we've got a bar of 2, 4. We're going to do basically the same thing, 2 now back to 1, and pick that twice for the first beat. So it's 1 E and second beat, we're going to pick the 1 more time, and that's our 2. So beat 2, I should say. So beat 2. Then on D string, we go 4, 2, and 4 on the A. So it's 2 E and 2 E and 2 E and. So G1, D4, D2, A4. So that whole bar, we're going to go 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and. The whole line, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and. A bit slower. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and. The last bar, we're just going to ring out an A5 chord. So you strum an A, ring out for 2 bars. So whole of solo, first line, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, and then second line, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 2 E and 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go, there's our solo. Bit more speed, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, there is the I Love Rock and Roll solo. Okay, outro chorus. Now, we're going to start with our E5. So it's very similar to normal chorus. We're going to go E, E, stop. E, E, bend, A, A, stop. B, B, No bend, just like the normal chorus. There's the only difference between the intro and the chorus is that second bar. There's no bend after the B5. Then go back to E, stop, B, E, stop, bend, A, stop, B, A. Now at this point we're going to loop back to the E and go around again. And loop it again. A, B, B, stop. Stop, E, bend, A. Now it does that loop 4 times, and the 4th time, say it's the 4th time, we're going to change the last bar, A, B, open E, E5. And the E5 actually does, you could do it open, or you could do it at fret 7, just get a little more bite. So you go A, stop, B, E, and that would be the end of the song. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So there's the outro chorus, just looping around 4 times. Just watch out. On the 4th time, the 4th bar changes to the last bar. So you've got the A, stop, B, E, then E5. And there we go, there's the outro chorus. Okay, so now we've got the parts. Let's look at how it all fits together. So we start off with the intro. That bit. Then we go into the verse. 2, 3, 4. That section. And then we go into the chorus. And then back to a verse. So verse 2. Then we have a second chorus. Then for the third verse, you could just play the chords like a third verse. Or it's the solo. So entirely up to you. So that's where the solo is in the third verse, or you can back that with the verse chords. Coming out of that solo, we then ring out that A as normal. And we go into the last chorus, the kind of outro. We don't play to start with, and then we start with the outro chorus. Now the outro chorus is just the E, riff, A, B, E, riff, A, B, A, and then loops. Now it does that loop 4 times, but on the 4th time it doesn't do this bar. It does this bar, it does A, B, open E, E chord for the ending. So you've got the A, B, E, E chord. And that's how the song then ends. And then that's the whole structure. So just to recap, you've got the intro, then you've got verse 1, then chorus, verse 2, chorus, then solo, or just another verse if you want to just play the verse chords. Then coming out of that third verse, you then go into the chorus, don't play to start with, and then you do the outro chorus at the end. And there we go, there is the structure of I Love Rock and Roll. Now if you enjoyed this video, make sure you head over to practicemakesawesome.email to sign up for my weekly newsletter. I basically found that most students aren't practicing quite as efficiently as they could be, so I've put together basically a weekly newsletter that I send out on a Monday that has tips, tricks, and kind of practice challenges, as well as videos like this one of classic tracks. Just a lot of stuff to make your practice fun and making you basically as a better guitar player. So make sure you head over to practicemakesawesome.email to sign up for that. Any questions, drop them below. Otherwise, I'll see you in another video.